Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to see what guidance the universe has for you to help you be able to stay solid in your money manifestations and get rid of any doubt that you have that those manifestations will actually come into your reality. So this is a timeless reading, meaning any time that you find this video is exactly when you need to hear this message. I always use the cards to channel messages directly from Source and the spirit guides, deities, and the collective that I work with. So this reading will be exactly what you need to hear right now. Now, as we dive into this reading together, I want you to remember that you are the creator of your reality. So always take what you need from these readings, what resonates with you, and leave what doesn't. Now, if you have seen my readings before, I welcome you back to my channel. I'm so excited to get to do another reading for you. It is such an honor to get to share these with you. If you are brand new here, welcome. My name is Taylor Eaton, and I am the author of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which is actually one of the decks here that I have for you to pick from today. So we are going to run through all the decks and their crystals right now so that you can then pick your deck. I will list the names and authors of each of these decks so that if you are really drawn to any of them and want to add them to your own collection at home, you will have all the info you need to do that. So we have deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. Deck 1 has a dark green aventurine crystal with it. So if you are drawn to deck 1 or this crystal, this is dark green aventurine. Deck 2 has Tiger's Eye. This is what that one looks like. Deck 3 has Jade. Tumbled jade stone. And deck 4 has Pyrite. Now we will be incorporating all of these decks, and maybe more, if I feel called to, into all 4 of the readings. But right now, your only job is to pick which of these decks or crystals calls to you the most. You can, of course, absolutely watch more than one of the readings if more than one deck is calling to you. That just means that there's guidance for you in each of those readings. So go ahead and pause the video now if you need to. Take however long you need to choose, and then click the timestamps below in the description to jump to whichever deck or decks you are called to, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, deck 1. You picked the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck and the dark green aventurine crystal. I am so excited to get to do this reading for you today, to dive into it, and to bring you the guidance that will help you stop doubting that the money you want will actually manifest into your life. So this will be all about how you can stop wavering in your belief that the money you want is coming, how you can stay, as Neville Goddard and the Law of Assumption teaches us, in the state of the wish fulfilled, how you can persist in your desire and persist in your manifestations and practices so that more wealth can come to you, so that you're a match for it, so that you don't sabotage it by doubting whether it will actually happen. This ability to hold the vision and belief in what you want to manifest, especially around money, is probably one of the hardest parts of manifesting money for most of us. I know that's what I have often struggled with the most in the past when I've been on my journey to manifesting more money. And honestly, this is why I created the Wealthify membership, which is my membership that I run, because I wanted a space for me and others to come to help us hold the energy and vision of abundance we desire without getting pulled out of it by what's actually going on in our lives at the time and making that mean that that's how it has to be forever, or by negative people around us, all that sort of stuff. So if you want more after this reading, if you want more support, if you want to join me and other people who are all in it together of holding the vision of the wealth we desire, actively manifesting it into our lives and staying in that state of feeling abundant before the money shows up, then you are absolutely welcome to come join the Wealth Vibe membership. The link for that, I will put it in the description below. That is also the only place where you can get personalized or private readings from me. I'll also put the link for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck in the description below. This is the deck that I authored and we'll be using to start this reading with. So that way, if you want to grab your own copy and do your own readings for wealth and abundance anytime you want, you can do so with this deck. So I am just really excited to see what kind of guidance comes through in this reading for you today. It may be just something you need to hear to shift you back into alignment and erase that doubt in your manifestations. It might be more specific guidance like journaling prompts or modalities or things to heal or release. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what comes up for you. So let's see, what does deck 1 need to know or hear or do in order to hold that belief, in order to persist in the desire, in order to not self-sabotage their money manifestations? All right, these cards are going to start us off. All right, we have, first off, this card that flipped over for you while I was shuffling. The first card is the Stargazer. So the big thing the universe is saying, first of all, is in order to support you in being able to hold the energy of abundance, being able to believe that your manifestations are coming to you before they do, the universe is saying, look for the signs. Look for signs. Ask the universe. Ask your spirit team for signs. The universe is saying they've been sending you a lot of signs to really give you that extra belief and support and reassurance that the wealth you desire, the money or success you were trying to manifest, that it's on its way. The universe is sending you signs already. And it's sending you these signs because your guides, the universe, your spirit team knows that you've been wavering a little bit. And so the universe is saying, I've been sending you signs, but you're not looking for them. So this is the first thing. This is such a simple thing to do and a really simple practice. And this is what the Stargazer card really signifies in the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, is look for the synchronicities. Look for the signs. For you, I'm getting, might be starting to look and pay more attention to angel numbers. Looking for, if you have a specific, I'm getting a spirit animal or an animal that you feel a kinship with that you keep seeing popping up somewhere, like pay attention to that. The universe speaks to us in so many different ways, right? The universe speaks to us in so many ways. And it's saying, I'm speaking to you, deck 1, I'm speaking to you all the time and trying to reassure you so that you stay in alignment with the wealth you desire, but you're not really looking for it. Instead, what I'm getting is that you're looking for evidence of what isn't. Right? You're looking for evidence. I have here the Artisan card. You're looking for all the reasons, what I'm really getting is that not only are you not looking for the signs, what you've been looking for instead is looking more at the money as an external validation of how successful or smart or good you are. Like you've been looking with this Artisan card at money, you've been waiting for the money, is what the universe is saying. You're waiting for the money to show up in order to finally feel successful enough or in order to finally feel like you've made it. And the universe is like, in doing that, you are no longer looking for the signs, you're just looking for the money. And I get it, right? I get it, deck 1. When we're trying to manifest money, we're of course looking around for it and going, where is it? Where is it? I want to know where my money is. Like I'm waiting for it. Has it shown up yet? Has it happened yet? Has it manifested into my reality yet? But the universe is saying that what you're doing is you've been trying to jump to the end instead of looking for signs that you are getting closer to that end result that you want. So it's a really important distinction that needs to be made here and needs to really be understood and integrated, is that sometimes it takes time for our money to show up. And that's okay. That doesn't mean it's not coming. Just because it's not here. The universe is saying, just because the money you want, deck 1, isn't here right now, it doesn't mean that it's not coming. And in order for you to remind yourself that it's coming, look for the signs. But the more you just keep trying to look for the full manifestation of what you want, the end result, and you want to just jump right to there, which you can quantum leap. This is something we're going to be doing inside the Wealth Vibe next month, I think. But really, you can quantum leap, but you're making it so much harder because you're just expecting everything to happen instantaneously. The universe is saying it's happening. It's all happening behind the scenes. And in order to help bolster your spirits, we're sending you signs, but you got to be looking for them, right? And the universe is also saying when you see those signs, you need to be celebrating them. You need to make a big deal out of little things. That's what the universe is saying. That's really going to help you raise your vibe and stay that energetic match for abundance, is looking for signs, angel numbers, that animal that you keep seeing on your social media feed or on bumper stickers or even in the wild around you, or whatever sign it is. You can ask for a specific sign for the universe and ask to see that more and more. The universe is saying when you look for those things, when you find them, make a big deal out of those things. Celebrate those signs as though, with the same level of enthusiasm as though the money you want had just shown up. When you start doing that, you're going to see more signs to celebrate, and it's going to make you more and more of that energetic match for money. It's going to help you as you really start to celebrate the synchronicities and the signs that the money you want is on the way. The money's going to come faster, and you're going to believe it's coming faster and faster. And it all just is this positive feedback loop. The universe is also suggesting that you keep a log. This is a nice piece of practical guidance to help you hold the belief. Keep a log of all the synchronicities that you see, that you believe are telling you that the money you want is on its way. I keep a note in my phone of synchronicities. I say typically it's angel numbers for me of the synchronicities that I really write down. But for you, it's whatever synchronicity or sign the universe speaks to you in, or that you ask your team to speak to you with. Or just weird synchronicities you find, especially that feel positive to you or carry some sort of charge for you. Write them in a note in your phone or keep a notebook with you at all times and write those things down. Write down especially where you were and what you were thinking about or doing the moment that you saw that angel number or that animal or that whatever the sign was from the universe. And write them down, and they may seem random at first, right? Especially with the stargazer. When we look up at the sky at first glance, all the stars kind of look like they're in random places. But then when we look, we can start to see patterns. We can start to see how they connect into these constellations. We can start to recognize the same heavenly bodies in the sky once we get to know them. So the universe is saying, do the same with how connected you feel to the synchronicities, right? Celebrate, make a big deal out of the little synchronicities. Don't just ignore them. Write them down, is what the universe is saying, and start paying attention to them. You're going to start to see more of a pattern emerge the more you do that, and you're going to start more and more to believe and see how your money is coming to you and be there's no way that all these signs could be coming to me in these ways if the money wasn't coming. There's no way. It'll just help enforce, the universe is saying, your belief in how magical and full of limitless potential this universe is and how coordinated it is for you on behalf of you. It's going to blow your mind. Now we also have the key holder card. And the key holder card, this tells me that the universe is saying plug back into your intuition. Your intuition holds a lot of the answers you need. Your inner guidance holds a lot of the answers you need that are going to help you not only move toward the abundance you're trying to manifest into your life, but also will help you foster more of the belief that it's coming. So you already kind of know, you were saying, you already kind of know what you need to do to hold up belief and to see the synchronicities easier and easier. You already kind of know, deck one, what you want to do. The universe is calling you out a little bit in a very loving and gentle way here. The universe is calling out and saying, you kind of know what you want to do. I get the sense that you're potentially someone who has been in the manifestation world for quite a while. You've maybe even manifested really amazing things, maybe even money into your life in the past. Maybe it was relationships I'm getting as well. You've manifested really miraculous things. You know what you kind of need to do, and you're just not doing it. So the universe this is just kind of calling you out a little bit more. The universe is saying also with this goddess card that, again, both these cards together especially, really you're telling me that you need to be plugging back into your power, your divinity a little bit more, connecting with the divinity within you, within the source or goddess energy or God energy within you, whatever you want to call it. The universe wants you to connect more with that part of yourself, with your higher self, right? So here, the guidance really is doing some either meditation or visualizations is really going to help you, whatever works for you, but connecting more with the divine, with your higher self. So any higher self meditations would be really, really great whenever you're feeling that doubt that the money you want is coming, whether you're maybe not even seeing synchronicities, like making time in your day to do an in-depth, it doesn't have to be long, but it has to be a meaningful and potent meditation that either connects you with your next level self, connects you with that divinity within you, connects you with your higher self, or connects you just more to the universe, to God, to source. Connect more with that, and you'll probably start to then see more synchronicities again, or get more answers or reassurance that you need. But opening up that channel. And this seems, again, like such a simple thing, but I can say, because I've been there in the past when I've been manifesting things in my life, when I've been manifesting large amounts of money, I keep saying I'm doing it. I keep saying I'm connecting and listening to my intuition. I keep saying that I'm meditating, and and I am on the surface meditating every day. But then when you really think about it and get honest with yourself, you're like, what, I've kind of been like doing it, like half as deeply as I could, or my mind's kind of wandering the whole time, and I'm not really connecting with that next level version of me, or with my higher self or my guides. So just making sure that you're actually going fully into those practices, into, like I said, meditation, visualizations, or just however you best connect with your intuition and with your higher self or the universe. That's really going to help you. Again, I know this sounds so simple. I know it sounds so simple, and you're like, yeah, duh. But it's amazing how many of us kind of half-ass this stuff, right? Like, kind of don't give it our all. And we just kind of move through the motions, especially if we've been doing this work for a while. But the universe is saying really renew that practice, right? Renew that practice, or create a new practice around it, is what I'm getting. All right, let's pull some more cards for you, see what else the universe has to help you really plug into this belief that the money you want is coming. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So really choosing to see yourself as we see mother, we think creator, right? Creating life. You're the creator of your life experience. You're the creator of your reality. But how can you maybe nurture the parts of yourself? I'm seeing maybe inner child healing. There might be some inner child healing to do around things that happened in your past that are maybe blocking you from believing you can have what you want in this life. So going, and doing inner child healing or whatever other healing modalities really work for you. But because we have mother here, I'm getting that strong pull to say inner child healing. But whatever, looking back, this can even be done through journaling as well, but really looking back on what happened, what were things that happened or that I saw or experienced in my childhood that really stuck with me, that made me feel like maybe I can't have everything I want in this lifetime, right? It kind of maybe took some of the magic or enchantment out of life for you. It's maybe when you kind of felt like you were starting to grow up and become more of an adult, and lose kind of that belief that you could be or have or do whatever you wanted. What happened? What needs to maybe be healed or tended to there? And we have yes, just say yes. So the universe is telling me here that there's going to be more opportunities for you, and maybe some that have already come and gone that you maybe have missed, but that's okay because more are coming. But there's going to be opportunities for you to, where you're going to be kind of invited or offered the opportunity to go do things that are aligned with having the wealth you desire, but you maybe say no because you're not there yet in your physical reality. The universe is saying, how can you say yes to opportunity? So I'm getting things like social invites, parties, vacations, trips, The universe is saying, say yes to those things. Again, if they feel aligned, if you can do them without, driving yourself into a state financially where you are just so stressed that you can't manifest anything, right? You always have to do what's best and responsible for you with your finances. But the universe is saying there are opportunities that you want to take or act on, but you feel like you have to wait for more money to come. You have to wait for the money you're manifesting in order to act on those things or say yes to those invitations. The universe is saying, say yes and figure out how to make it work from where you are right now. And in doing that, you're actually going to unlock other opportunities or ideas for how the money can come to you or how you can manifest the money you desire in ways you couldn't even imagine before. So the universe is saying, you've just been holding yourself back from fully kind of living and experiencing the things you want to live and experience because you think you need the money in order to experience those things. And maybe you do need the money in order to experience those things in the exact way you think you want to experience them. But the universe is saying the opportunity to experience what you want is already in front of you or coming very quickly. It might just look different, right? So don't hold yourself back from saying yes to things that feel aligned with that version of you want to become, with the wealth you want to manifest. But say yes if you can stretch yourself to figure out a way to actually do those things or take part in those things, and then see what other opportunities that brings you. Right? So this is what we mean when we say acting as if, right? You're saying act as if. Again, this isn't to say spend money you do not have because you believe it's going to show up later if that doesn't feel aligned to you. It's just saying, don't say no to things immediately because you don't yet have the wealth you're trying to manifest. Instead, get creative. See if there's other ways that you can still do those things or experience similar things to what you want. How can you still say yes to those opportunities and not create a story around being limited by money? The more you can say yes to the wealth you desire, the more the universe says that you're going to start to see how you're already so much wealthier than you think you are. And you're going to see how ingenious you are, how innovative you are, how resourceful you are. And then you'll start to more and more believe, of course it's inevitable that the money I want is coming. Of course. Because look, I thought all these things are off limits to me and they're actually not. And what else have I thought is off limits to me and actually isn't? Like the money I'm manifesting, right? So find ways to say yes to the things you want to say yes to now that make sense for you from where you are. That's what the universe is saying. Any more guidance for you here? So this is perfect because we have abundance. We have our abundance card. This is golden topaz and yellow rose. Of course, when we do a money reading, I love to see the abundance cards pop up, right? So this card, it says raising your vibration, light missions, raw activations. Something that's coming through here, especially in so many ways. There's so many ways this message is coming through visually, clairsentiently. Light work. The universe is saying, do some light working. There's so many resources out there. I love light working. I identify as a light worker. But specifically when I say light working, I mean the exercise the universe is giving me to share with you is whenever you need to. So you could do this daily. You could do it multiple times a day. You can't really overdo it. But whenever you have that doubt that the money you desire is coming, the universe is saying to ultimately bring in, close your eyes and visualize or feel the energy of the wealth you desire coming to you, in a beam of light coming down through your body and activating that reality in every single one of your cells. And just sit with that and enjoy that energy for 2 to 5 minutes. You could do it as a 60-second practice if you're on the go. Do that as many times as you want or as feels good to every day, and see how that helps you continue to feel how you already have the energy of the wealth you desire, feel that you're a magnetic match for it, and be able to hold that energy. We also have Azurite and Orchid, Lyrian Stargate, personal power, healing entanglements, throat opening. There could be some healing to do around your throat chakra. We have a lot of blue, we have throat opening. There could be some healing work to do there. The universe is saying 2 things, really. The universe is saying plug into your personal power. Plug into your power as the creator of your reality. There's so much coming through. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. But it also says healing entanglements. what this also means to me is just healing your voice, healing your any stories. And again, this could be from inner child stuff for you to look at, but anything that's keeping you from really truly speaking authentically, speaking fully, truly to you and who you are, and sharing your truth and your voice. The universe, with both these messages together that are coming through with these cards, and what keeps this is a message that has continued to nudge at the corners of my awareness throughout this reading, and now it's really fully coming through with this card, is the universe is saying no one can tell you how powerful you get to feel. Deck 1. I'm getting the guidance that a lot of the doubts you have around whether the money you want will manifest is coming because you're listening to what other people say, you're listening to what society says, you're listening to what people who don't believe in manifestation or the power to create your reality say, and you kind of are letting those thoughts in more than you need to. The universe is saying, come back to your personal power, come back to your power, plug back in to your power. And remember that you are the only person who gets to decide how powerful you are. No one else is you. No one else has your vision, your gifts, your desires. No one else wants the money you want for the exact reasons and purposes you want it. No one else has your life experience. No one else is you. So no one gets to tell you what your inner experience of yourself is. And any of the self-doubt that you feel in your ability to manifest the money that you want is coming from you listening to other people telling you that it can't be that easy, or you can't manifest things, you can't manifest money out of thin air, you can't make money writing, whatever rules it is, or it has to be hard, or it has to take X amount of time. Whether it's rules from within the manifestation community, rules from just mainstream society, rules from your parents, whatever it is, like the universe is just saying, you have to understand that no amount of money you manifest will make you feel powerful. Power is something you claim from within yourself. And so if you are waiting to manifest the money you desire in order to say, look, that's proof that I can manifest the money I desire, then you have completely disempowered yourself. You have to claim your power. You have to claim the belief that you can create what you want in this life. Maybe you don't know how it'll look. Maybe you don't know when it'll happen exactly. But you get to choose to say, I am powerful. I am the creator of my reality. And when you own that, deck 1, and you can do that without any of the external conditions happening first, you're unstoppable. But it starts with not listening to what other people say, speaking your truth. Speaking your truth, not listening to what other people say. I will let you in on a secret, deck 1. No one really knows anything. Like, no one really knows why we're here in a cosmic sense. We all have our different beliefs and convictions, but nobody knows with absolute certainty. Maybe people think they do. That's called faith. And that's a beautiful thing. But nobody really knows. So you get to choose what you want to believe about manifestation. You get to choose how powerful you see yourself as. And when you can choose what feels good to you, what empowers you, choose to believe in your power, then you're unstoppable. The universe is saying, you got to stop listening to what other people say and doubting yourself, doubting your ability to create and manifest what you want. And you got to start tuning into what's true for you and sharing your truth, living your truth, speaking your truth. That's really the key to holding all the beliefs we want, right? But that's a really strong message that's coming through for you. Like, this is also give power to the synchronicities you say. This is probably why you're ignoring a lot of the synchronicities and the way the universe is speaking to you, is because you're doubting whether they're really a thing. You're like, that's just a coincidence. But if you make it mean something, it means something. That's the power you have as the creator of your reality, deck 1. I could talk about this for an hour, but we're not going to get that deep into it today. Otherwise, this will be a 2-hour long reading. All right, we have our last cards here for you. We have the Quail and Gooseberry, Anticipation. We also have the Rooster and Sunflower, Communication, right? So what was I saying about communicating, right? Like, speaking your truth, communicating also with the universe, as we were talking about, just more confirmation of those things. With anticipation, anticipate what you want. Like the universe is saying, get excited about what you desire. Stop looking at the lack of what you have and instead start getting really excited about what could be. Daydream is what the universe is saying. We already had visualization, we had that sort of stuff. But the universe is also saying, just get excited. Like each day, pump yourself up and be like, oh my gosh, when I have X amount of money, that's going to feel so good. I can't wait. It's going to be so amazing. I'm going to feel so great. Like pump yourself up. Let it happen. And get excited about it, deck one. Get excited about it. And then from that place of excitement, go about your day looking for synchronicities and detach from when it's going to happen, detach how it's going to happen or what it's going to look like. And just say yes to the things that feel good and that keep you excited and keep you feeling full of possibility. And see where that takes you. See how that helps you strengthen your belief that what you want is coming the more you keep daydreaming about it and getting excited about it and not keeping looking at the fact that you don't have it. It's like, start expecting it to happen and get excited about it. Get excited and look for the synchronicities, look for the signs. Yeah, just get excited. So simple, but so powerful. Again, these are maybe things you already know, but you're not fully living or embracing because it gets easy to doubt these things. It gets easy to doubt ourselves. It gets easy to kind of not really do the full extent of the practices we know will help us. It's easy to phone those things in, right? So this is kind of that reminder to really re-up on it, reconnect to your power as the creator of your reality, expect what you want to come, look for the synchronicities, and then open up to receive it. Get excited. Go fully in with believing it's going to happen, right? And then there's those practices we have in here for you that we covered to help you actually do that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, deck one. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from this reading and how it resonated. I love getting to hear your thoughts on these readings, so please do comment if you feel called to. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck or join the Wealth Vibe membership that I was talking about earlier to get access to resources, challenges, exclusive card pulls, and community there to help you hold the energy and vision of your money manifestations, the links for all of those are in the description and in the pinned comment below as well. With all that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 2. You picked the Work Your Light Oracle deck and the Tiger's Eye Crystal. I am so excited to dive into your reading and bring you the guidance that will help you stop doubting that the money you want will actually manifest into your life. So this is going to be about how you can stop wavering in your belief that the money you want is coming, how you can stay, as Neville Goddard and the Law of Assumption teaches us, in the state of the wish fulfilled, how you can persist in your desire and manifestations for more wealth so you're more of a match for money and you're not sabotaging your manifestations by doubting whether they'll actually happen. So this ability to hold the vision and belief in what you want to manifest, especially around money, that's probably one of the hardest parts of manifesting money for most of us. I know it's what I have often struggled with the most in the past. And honestly, this is why I created the Wealth Vibe membership, which is the membership that I run, because I wanted a space for me and other people to come to really help us all hold the energy and vision of the abundance we desire without getting pulled out of it by whether or not it's shown up yet in our realities, by external circumstances, by the people around us, by the conditioning of our society, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to join me and the whole community there inside of the Wealth Vibe membership to get that extra support, if after this reading you're like, I want more support, I want more resources and tools to help me hold that belief and hold the energy of abundance before it shows up, you're definitely welcome to come join us inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. I will put the link in the description below. That is also the only place where you can get personalized or private readings from me. Now, I will also put the link for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which is the deck that I authored and we will be using later in this reading. I will put a link for that in the description below as well, in case you want to grab your own copy and do your own readings for wealth and abundance whenever you like. So I am, just like I said, really excited to see what guidance comes through in this reading for you today. It may just be something you need to hear to shift you back into alignment and erase that doubt in your manifestations. It might be more specific guidance like journaling prompts or modalities or things to heal. So I'm curious to see what's going to come through with you. With that being said, we're just going to get into your reading here. Already shuffling up. Let's see, what does deck 2 need to hear or do in order to hold that vision? Those almost wanted to come out, but not quite. Hold that vision. Hold the belief. What do they need to hear or do to stop sabotaging their manifestations around money? At least one more card in here for you. What do we need to hear? All right, so we have take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. The universe is really saying, my loves, you don't have to do it all yourself. Like, I think you know this, but maybe you need to hear this in this way. And when we start to try to manifest something, we are co-creating with the universe. That means you do not have to do it all yourself. Yes, you have to do some things. Yes, you have to take aligned or inspired action. Yes, some action of some sort, big or small, is typically required. But you're not doing it alone. Like the universe is saying, take a break. Let me help you. Let me bring your manifestation to you. I'm getting the guidance that you're moving so fast, like on a treadmill, right? You're moving so fast trying to make what you want happen, trying to force it into existence in your external reality. You're working so hard to do that you're moving so fast that the universe cannot catch up with you. You are not making any space for your manifestations to land. And then that's so frustrating because you keep working hard and you keep working hard and you keep working hard. And the money's still not coming or not as much or not in the way you want. And so then you think, I must be manifesting wrong. I must not be doing enough. I must be doing something wrong. All you're doing wrong. So you're just not actually co-creating. You are trying to do it all yourself. This is not a one-man show, is what the universe is saying. This is not a one-man show. Let me help you. That's what the universe is saying. Let me actually manifest these things you want into your reality, but slow down. So you're saying slow down. Take a little bit of a break. Really finding more balance is what I'm getting. Work-life balance, either action versus restful balance, masculine versus feminine, however you want to position it. There's some balance that needs to be struck where you need to be making a little bit more space to allow the universe to deliver to you. And when you do that, you're going to start to naturally be able to believe your manifestations are coming right now. But when you keep working so hard to force, when you're trying to force, even sometimes with our worry, we worry a lot, right? Mentally, and we do it and we say, I'm being productive because I'm worrying, right? If I'm worrying about it enough, I can make it happen. This is something we see quite a bit. And in doing that, it's like this huge self-sabotage. And the universe is saying, as long as you keep overthinking, overworking, then you kind of keep yourself trapped, because even if the universe does try to deliver what you want, the money you desire to you, you can't even see it because you have like blinders on. So the universe is saying, slow down. I'm getting cultivating a daily habit of relaxation. I call this receiving mode. I've done a lot of work with this inside the people in my Wealth Vibe membership. We had a whole challenge around this a few months ago that was so incredibly powerful and successful. But just take 15 minutes a day. I'm honestly aiming for you 30 a day, but do what you can, do what's doable in your schedule. 15 minutes a day to just be. Not numbing out with TV, not not scrolling social media, but just be present and just breathe and just enjoy life. Like take 15 minutes a day, maybe 30, or, just doing something intentionally that really brings you a lot of rest and nourishment each day. And again, this can be done in very small increments of time, but really prioritizing that self-care, forms of self-care are going to be really powerful for you to start to feel more supported by the universe, to slow down and kind of get out of that cycle of feeling frantic and like it's all on you to make things manifest. It's not all on you. Give it up to that higher power. It's not all on you, my love. That's what the universe is saying. So having some sort of self-care practice, some sort of daily routine, some sort of daily receiving mode practice, whatever it is for you to rest and replenish and make space for the universe to catch up with you, to deliver what you want to you, to not be such a moving target because you're constantly changing your energy or your desires or it's like when you can be a little bit more grounded and a little bit more steady, the universe can more quickly deliver what you want to because you're not shifting your energy and what you're a match for every 5 minutes or every 2 days or week or month or anything like that, right? So just create a little bit more balance. Of course, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Stop overthinking. I think those exact words just came out of my mouth a few minutes ago here. Stop overthinking. You're already on track, the universe is saying. And I know this is like, I'm going to get some more guidance for you on how do we actually believe you're on track, right? But the universe is giving you some really beautiful confirmation and guidance being like, you are on track to your manifestations, but you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. You're overproducing it. You're forcing. Just know that you're on the right track and take a break sometimes. Relax. I'm getting also, this is some nice practical guidance. Creating some sort of affirmation could really help you that you repeat like robotically or just whenever you need to. The affirmation that's coming through for you is, I'm always on the right path. I'm always on the path to the money I desire. So that no matter what you do, when that's kind of your overall belief, like that it's all part of the plan, you're always on the path to money you desire, anything you do is part of the plan. So resting is part of the plan. Taking a break, simplifying things, that's all part of how it's supposed to happen for you. If you decide that's how it's supposed to happen for you, then it will be, right? So having some sort of mantra that reminds you that you get to say, you get to choose and decide that whatever path you're on, it's the right path. Whatever path you're on, whatever it looks like right now for you, whatever you choose to do or not do, is all exactly how it needs to unfold to get to where you want to go. And this is a little bit of like a catch-22 kind of thinking, but I think you can wrap your head around it. Rama, where are you being called to journey to? Honestly, if we're talking about taking a break, this could be, honestly, going on vacation. The universe is almost saying, stop trying to make money and you'll make more money. As counterintuitive as that is, this isn't saying quit your job or anything like that, but it's saying like, when you it's saying take the money off the pedestal. Ooh, okay, here we're really getting into the good guidance. How you can start to truly believe that the money you desire is coming to you more and hold that belief and not waver in the belief that what you want will manifest is by taking it off the pedestal. There are so many videos about this online. This is something we talk about from time to time inside the Wealth Vibe membership too. But truly, the biggest thing you can do is take the money off the pedestal. What I mean by this is stop waiting for the money in order to feel like you can fully live your life. Stop making the money a big deal. Often we think, and I know this is said a lot in the manifestation community, but we often think we want money because getting more money means we'll be able to buy a big house. But why do you want the big house? You're allowed to just want things, but like when you understand the mechanics of manifestation, why do you want it? Oh, you want it because your current house doesn't feel very peaceful, maybe. Maybe there's a lot of traffic where you are, right outside your window. Maybe it doesn't feel big enough, like you feel cramped. So instead of trying to manifest the money to buy the house, start manifesting, living in a place that feels spacious, living in a place that feels calm, that's quiet. and then see what happens. It's very likely that the money you want will then kind of plop in your lap because you're already on the right track. But what'll most likely happen is, like, you might also find that, maybe all of a sudden there's, you're able to add an expansion to your home. You didn't even think that was an option, or you didn't think you had the funds for it, but someone, maybe a contractor, and they want to do it for half price or something, like, and then now all of a sudden your house is more spacious. This is just an example, right? But just thinking, or, maybe your significant other or a friend gifts you noise canceling headphones, and all of a sudden anywhere you go is a quiet oasis, right? Like, there are so many ways that what you desire can come into your life when you get down to the core of it. And this doesn't mean you don't get to want the big house or the things you want. The universe is going to say it's going to feel so much more doable for what you want to manifest into your life. You're going to much more easily believe that you can have what you want when you stop putting rules on how it has to look or how it has to come to you. Okay, so you're still allowed to want and manifest the exact amount of money you want, all that sort of stuff, but get clear on why you want it. And then work more on manifesting the deeper meaning that you actually want versus surface level money. Chances are that amount of money or more will be what pops in your reality, but it's going to be so much easier for you to believe that what you want is coming if you're open to looking or happening in different ways. It's going to make it so much easier to manifest that wealth you desire, is what the universe is saying. So stop overthinking, take a break, take the money off the pedestal. Okay? Those are the biggest things for you. Having some sort of affirmation, but really doing some journaling on why do I want what I want? Why do I want this money? Truly, when you drill down to the core of it. And then start focusing on manifesting that. Take the money off the pedestal. Take a break from trying to make the money. Instead, focus on your true north. Focus on what you actually want at the core of things. And focus on manifesting that. That's going to make it feel so much more doable for you. So much easier. And at the same time, you got to be open to it being in money form, in other forms, right? Like, and then that just makes it easier to manifest everything, and also makes it easier for more money to just randomly come into your life or in really miraculous ways. Right, what else does deck 1 need to hear? Put these cards here for you. We have the Giver card. So giving back to others is going to help you believe and hold that vision of your manifestation. It could be that the money or the wealth or the success that you are trying to manifest right now or wanting to manifest, you want it because you think it's going to help you do more good, which is the best reason, in my opinion, my personal opinion, to want more money, right? Is that it'll allow you to be the fuller expression of yourself. It'll allow you to help more people, allow you to leave more of a positive impact on this world. I think that's an incredibly valid and beautiful reason for desiring the money you desire. But the universe is saying you've maybe made a limitation as to why you can't have the money you want. Is that, it's because, I'm not able to help people right now, and I have to wait for the money I want to show up in my world before I can really help people to the fullest extent that I want, before I can really give back, before I can be as generous as I want. And the universe is saying, you're doing it in reverse. So the universe is saying making an act of giving, of generosity. This does not have to be giving money away. It can be. But more, how can you be more generous with your time, with your energy, with your love, with your kindness? How can you give more to others? How can you intentionally make the impact you want to make now, or at least take baby steps to making more of an impact now, before the money shows up? Doing that, you're going to feel so much more worthy of the money you want. This is how it's going to help you hold that belief that the money's coming. You're going to feel much more worthy of it. Let's be clear. You're already fully worthy of it. But there's maybe some belief of you're not enough, or you're not doing enough, because you need to always be working, right? Or maybe that you're not a good enough person or something like that. The universe is like, prove to yourself that you are. Prove to yourself that you are kind, you are generous, that money will only change you in a positive way once it does show up. Prove to yourself that you're ready for this money because you're going to do such good with it because you were already in the habit of doing good, right? You're going to feel more confident in having the money once it shows up, and that you'll use it in the way you want, not the way your subconscious or ego wants you to. So the universe is saying, really make a practice of giving right now. Again, giving of your time, giving of your knowledge, help just being that shoulder to cry on for someone. It could be financial donations. It doesn't have to be, right? It's like there's so many ways we can give and be generous. Start taking your focus from trying to make the money you want to happen to instead giving so that you can create more of that feeling that you want to have in your life and manifesting it that way. And see how powerful that is. This makes you a really clear and clean and pure channel for money because you will erase so many doubts you have around, am I actually worthy enough? Am I good enough? Am I doing enough? Am I kind-hearted enough? Am I generous enough? Am I thoughtful enough? Am I capable of holding this money? Like, this is a practice of giving each day, even if it's like giving a blessing to someone else mentally in your head, sending positive energy to someone you love. These are all ways we can give. And when you take those little moments to do those things, it builds up your sense of worthiness and deservingness, which again, you're already worthy and deserving, but our ego likes to tell us that we're not, and that can block the money, and it can make it hard for us to believe that the money's coming. So creating that practice is going to strengthen that belief in yourself. We also have the catalyst. So you have new gifts awakening, deck 2. You have new gifts awakening that are meant to help you manifest the wealth you desire. The universe is saying play with some of the gifts that you have, psychic gifts, spiritual gifts, maybe just actual skills or talents you have that are emerging, new talents you're finding within yourself. Really use those things to help you anchor into your power. And that's going to help you build up more of a belief in your power and in your ability to create what you desire. And of course, in your ability to manifest the money that you want. It's really exciting. Let's see what else we have for you for deck 2. What else do you need to hear? We have pilgrimage. I'm getting such a strong travel theme for you. Sacred sites, grid work, dragon energy. This is Priscelli Bluestone card. You are, again, we have spiritual gifts. We have more of the mystical here. Truly, the universe is saying more and more, literally, taking a vacation of some sort, maybe to a sacred site. It could even be a staycation, but you're doing a lot of spiritual work at the time. You're going inward. You're traveling to you're doing your own sacred pilgrimage within yourself. There's going to be like taking some sort of trip somewhere, whether it's inward or external, but taking a break from work, maybe taking some time off of work, or maybe just setting aside a day where you don't even think about work, like on a weekend, taking a trip somewhere, either physically or spiritually. And there's going to be something you find there that's going to unlock something really powerful for you. And it's going to help you really understand your full power and trust in that power to create what you desire and really hold that belief in your manifestations. We have candle quartz and bleeding heart. Show yourself. Vulnerability, self-worth, feminine healing. Remember, we were talking about self-worth over here. So this is, again, some confirmation. But I see these cards as connected, that when you do take whatever trip this is referring to, inward or outward, and you start to, you're going to find something. You're going to find something within yourself. This might be where you actually get some of the new gifts that are going to awaken for you. But something is going to kind of crack open in yourself is what I'm getting. And that is going to help you really, again, see your self-worth, see your power that I was just talking about. There'll probably be a little bit of healing that happens, a little bit of, again, the healing that I could see happening here with the feminine healing is what I was talking about at the beginning of this reading. Healing your ability, your trust in the universe, healing the belief that you have to do it all yourself, deck one. You do not have to do it all yourself. And when you heal that belief that you have to do it all yourself and that you are unsupported and that the universe isn't working on things on your behalf, when you heal those beliefs, it's going to become so much easier to just surrender your manifestations to the universe, to co-create truly with the universe, and to believe that the wealth you desire is coming. So that's something to really look at, is where does that belief come from? Universe is saying some journaling prompts. Where does the belief come from that I have to do it all myself? Where does the belief come from that I'm not supported by the universe? Why don't I feel like it's safe to trust the universe to help me manifest my desires? Journal on those things, see what comes up. That's going to hold some of the keys to help you take a break, to help you journey physically or spiritually wherever you need to go, to help you more kind of detach from the money itself and into what you truly want, awaken new gifts. Oh my gosh, so much is unfolding for you. We also have ritual and ceremony, the green man and moss agate, new spirit guides, tree wisdom. Universe saying spending some time in nature can help you really ground into the abundance of nature and realize how inevitable the abundance you desire in your life is. It's also saying that there are some spirit guides you haven't connected with yet that are waiting to help you. So the universe is saying, taking some time after this reading, in the next day or two sometime, sitting down, you can do meditations. There's so many online that can help you meet your spirit guides. But the universe is saying they also might appear in dreams. It's coming up for you right now. Pay attention to your dreams. But you can sit down and just ask to connect with your money spirit guides if you haven't done that. That's a really cool thing to do. So connect with your spirit guides who are here to help you with abundance, with money, with finances, with manifestation even. But ask to connect with those spirit guides and see who you meet. And they're going to have some really powerful guidance. And you're going to, the more you build a connection and a ritual, a practice around continually connecting with that guide or guides around money, you're going to feel so much more and more supported and led and guided by them that it's going to be easy to trust that the money you desire is coming. All right, let's pull our last card or two here. I feel like there might just be one card in here in our last deck for you. And I think this is it already. The Cayman and Poppy, dreams. Okay, your spirit guides might be coming to you in dreams, my loves. And if not, then guidance is coming to you in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Start keeping a dream journal if you don't already. That's what the universe is giving me to share with you here. Nice practical tip for you. Start keeping a dream journal, and that's going to help you find more of the support from the universe. Because again, the universe is probably trying to speak to you through your dreams since you're in your waking hours working so much that you can't hear it, right? And you're not letting it in. So start a dream journal. See if you meet any guides around money in your dream journal, in your dreams. If you don't, look for the guidance there. Look for maybe new gifts that you dream of that are awakening with you. Maybe look at where you need to pilgrimage. Like there's a lot of answers for you in your dreams. Your dreams are going to hold a lot of the keys to being able to slow down, being able to take money off the pedestal, being able to freely give and make a practice of giving, being able to unlock more spiritual gifts, being able to really work on that self-worth and heal that distrust of co-creating with the universe and feeling like you have to do it all yourself. It's also, your dreams are probably where you're going to meet your spirit guides or connect more deeply with them around money. So really beautiful reading. I can't believe dreams came out of my mouth. I mean, I can because I'm channeling, but it always astounds me when I say something and I pull another card. That's exactly what I just said. Anyways, that's always the fun of these readings. So there you have it. Deck 2. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and please comment below and let me know what you took from this reading and how it resonated. Let me know if you connect with your spirit guides, your money spirit guides. Let me know if you have been having dreams about this sort of stuff lately. I love getting to hear your thoughts on these readings. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel if you're not already for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money. And if you want to grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, or join me inside of the Wealth by membership to get access to resources, challenges, exclusive card polls, and a whole community to help you hold the energy and vision of your money manifestations. The links for both those things, the Wealth by membership and the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, are in the description below, as well as in the pinned comment below. Now, with all of that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and abundance, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 3. You picked the Earth Alchemy Oracle deck and the Jade Crystal. I am so excited to dive into your reading and to bring you the guidance that will help you stop doubting that the money you want will manifest into your life. So this is going to be about how you can stop wavering in your belief that the money is coming, how you can stay, as Neville Goddard and the Law of Assumption teaches us, in the state of the wish fulfilled, how you can persist in your desire and manifestations for more wealth so that you're more of a match for it and not sabotaging it by doubting whether it will actually happen, whether it will actually come to you. Now, this ability to hold the vision and belief in what you want to manifest, especially around money, is probably one of the hardest parts of manifesting money for most of us. I know personally that's what I've often struggled with the most in the past. And honestly, this is why I created the Wealth Vibe membership, which is the membership that I run, because I wanted a space for me and for others to be able to go to help us hold the energy and vision of the abundance we desire without getting pulled out of it. So if you want to join me and others there, you are absolutely welcome to do so. This is really the spaces, if after this reading you're like, I want more support, I want more community, I want more resources to help me really stay in the energy of money, to help me know my power and act as if and feel as if, think as if the money I have is already here, for me to really believe in my manifestations and that they're coming, then definitely come join us inside the membership if that's what you're looking for. The link for that, I will put it in the description below. I'll also put it in the pinned comment for you below. The Wealth by Membership is also the only place where you can get personalized or private readings from me as well. I'll also be sure to link the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which is the deck I authored that we'll be using later in this reading in case you want to grab a copy of that for yourself. So that link will be available for you. That way, if you want to do your own readings for wealth and abundance, you can do so easily with the deck. That's what I designed it to do for you. So yeah, all that being said, I'm so excited to dive in. I'm excited to see what comes through in this guidance for you today around holding that belief around your money manifestations. It may just be something you need to hear to shift you back into alignment and erase that doubt in your manifestations. It might also be more specific guidance. That's what's been coming through so far in the other decks, which is really cool. It's a little bit of both, but it might be more specific guidance like journaling prompts or modalities or things to heal. So this is going to be really fun. I'm curious to see what comes up for you. Deck 3. So deck 3, what do you need to hear? What does deck 3 need to hear? To believe that their money manifestations are coming, to strengthen that belief, to hold the vision, to not self-sabotage their abundance. What do we need to hear? Ooh, this card is definitely calling me. They're all right here for you. There we go. All right. We have Gold and Apple, Rewriting, Queen Codes, Herstory, Healing Distortion. So deck 3, the universe already is actually starting out with really powerful practical guidance for you. The universe is saying rewrite your money story. Rewrite the stories you have, especially around your ability to manifest the wealth you desire. So what this can look like, I'm going to give you some journaling prompts right off the bat here, is sitting down and asking yourself, when I think about manifesting money, what stories come to my mind? When I ask myself, do I believe if I'm capable of manifesting the money I desire? See what comes up. Or better prompt is, why don't I believe I can manifest the money I desire? See what comes up for that. See what experiences or past things you've seen or heard or experienced that make you think that maybe I can't do this. Maybe I can't create what I want. And then once you've done that, I want you to go through and disprove those stories. And instead write new stories, right? Say, that happened that time, or this happened this way, or this story is there because of these things that, happen these ways, but my circumstances are different. So I'm going to be different. I'm being different. And I'm choosing to be different. So from that space, here's what I now choose to believe. Here's the story I'm now going to tell. And then write down, this will be your next prompt, is what do I now choose to believe about the way money works for me? Or why do I now choose to believe that I can manifest whatever I want? What's different about me, about my life? How am I going to be different? Why do I believe that moving forward I actually can manifest what I want? See what comes up for that. Rewrite those stories, my loves. Rewrite the stories is what the universe is saying right off the bat. Is spend some time like pen to paper or on your computer, fine, maybe even a note in your phone, but write down, like go in depth, set aside about an hour to do this sort of stuff. This is just some deep work. It can uncover a lot of things, especially with those beliefs as to why you maybe think on some level you can't manifest the money you want. But when you actually do that and you sit down and get clear on these things, then you can start to rewrite the stories. You have to be clear on what they are, what stories are holding you back before you can rewrite them. So get clear on those stories and then rewrite them. Go through and choose what you now want to believe, what are stories you now are going to tell yourself, and remind yourself of, and then remind yourself of those stories daily. This is going to help you expand. This is all happening, by the way, and you were saying where you are right now, and this work that you could do with rewriting your money stories and choosing what stories you want to tell. It's all happening for your expansion. This is like an initiation into your next level of abundance, but also initiation on a spiritual level. You are seeing some things awaken within yourself. This is part of the awakening. This is part of what will catalyze more awakening within you. We also have go with the flow, Divine Mother, detach. This is aquamarine and white lily. So the universe is saying that you also maybe have been a little bit too, I don't want to say tight physics. It's not actually about the money. You have been a little rigid. That's the word. A little rigid, a little uptight with how the money needs to come to you. You've been maybe a little bit too particular with your manifestations. And I think there's always a nice balance to strike, right? When we're manifesting, especially with money. Of being specific, but also leaving room for the divine to work, leaving room for miracles, leaving room for the universe to manifest and co-create with you. So the universe is saying, loosen your grip a little bit. Go with the flow. Don't try to predict how the money is going to come in. Okay, and the universe is saying, stay open. When you stay open, you're going to start to believe that it's coming much more easily because you have now opened yourself up to infinite ways that the money can come to you rather than boxing yourself and the universe into like one way of being like, for example, if you're like, I want to make $50,000 in my business, or I want to get a $10,000 pay raise. Does it really matter if you made $50,000 in your business versus maybe you make $25,000 in your business, but then you make $25,000 doing something else that you love that you hadn't thought of doing? Does that really matter, that distinction? Or does it really matter that you get the $10,000 raise at work versus you make maybe $2,000 raise at work, but then your partner or, makes another they get an $8,000 raise, or someone gifts you $5,000, you get a $5,000. Like, does it really matter how the amounts of money come in? Not really, right? Not unless we're attaching our worth to them, which is a whole other issue. It's okay to want things and to even have preferences of how they show up, but the universe is saying you're being too rigid with it. If you can release your grip a little bit and let it be very open to happening whichever way and not making it mean anything about you, whether it happens one way or another way. If you can do that, then the universe has much more space to deliver what you want to you, and you are going to just naturally in doing this feel so much more confident that what you want is coming, the money you want is coming, because when you start imagining, you're like, what are all the ways I can even imagine money coming to me? And you start thinking of all these things, it's like you start to realize how much more likely it is for you to get what you want than not get what you want, right? And that's going to be so much just easier to hold on to that belief for you. We have lava stone and red hot poker. My body is a safe space. Transmuting, breaking down barriers, realizations. Again, we have that this comes back to this card over here with your expansion, with this initiation into this kind of new level, spiritually and physically, that you're stepping into. I am getting some taking care of your body. I'm getting more of exercising or doing more exercise that helps you feel stronger. Might have some connection here, but really that really breaks down those barriers or your old way of being, that breaks your habits, doing something like that. But ultimately, again, all of this is happening. You learning to go with the flow and manifest with the universe and not box yourself for it in on how it has to happen. You rewriting your money stories. All this is going to happen to help you feel more in your power physically and spiritually, to help you really break down barriers that were keeping you right, from this expansion. This is all, everything that's happening right now at this point in your life is this is a much bigger message than just money manifestations for you, deck 3. But what I'm getting is that you are either in process or about to be in process of some sort of huge transformation, some huge upgrade that your soul came here to experience. That's very exciting. But making sure that you're staying a little bit grounded throughout that, making sure that you are finding really healthy ways to expend your energy, maybe with exercise, that sort of stuff is going to help you be a kind of clearer channel for really being able to allow the universe to work its miracles. It's going to help you just feel more powerful, like I said, again, physically and spiritually, to manifest what you desire. You're going to be reminded of your own power to do that. So that's really cool. Yeah. All right. Let's get some more guidance for you. What else does deck 3 need to hear in order to hold that vision? The horse and bluebell, modest fortitude. I don't think I've ever actually seen this card in this deck, and I use this deck a lot. Modest fortitude. So this is very much giving me the guidance of, again, something physical. I feel like there's something more there for us to uncover. And what's coming through is this energy of you've maybe only ever exercised or worked, or maybe you do very physical labor too, but both or either of those things, maybe you've only ever approached work or exercise just to get to the money or get to the physique or get to the weight you want to get to, especially with the numbers, the weight or the money. The universe is saying, stop trying to be such a workhorse and stop trying to make yourself get somewhere in a specific way. Instead, open yourself up to different ways of getting to, I'm getting like the numbers you want, okay? So open yourself up to getting to the weight you want in a way you maybe didn't think you could before. Open yourself up to getting to the money you want in a way you didn't think you could before. Stop trying to predict how it will happen. Let it, open yourself up to different ways. I'm getting is if you felt like the only way to get to the weight you wanted to get to was dieting, it might be that you need to exercise or even do gentle, yoga, something that helps your body feel safe and powerful in order to really get there. Or maybe that's something that you've done and you can use that as an example for your money and say, I thought that the way I was going to get to the physique or the weight I wanted was through just diet or something like that, and you're counting calories. And actually I found out that when I started exercising, that got me there faster or in a way that felt better. What if it's the same thing with money? What if it's just me, I'm thinking it can only come through my business or through my job. What if I open myself up to it coming any which sort of way? In other ways that I can't even imagine right now. This could also be part of what you need to rewrite with your stories of being so fixed in the way money has to come to you. So take what you will from there. There's some different ways you can take that body piece, that physical piece, that exercise piece. But I do get the sense for some of you, it's just that extra guidance of any numbers you're trying to hit, whether it's weight or money related. There's stories that need to be rewritten to open yourself up to going with the flow, to expand what you believe is possible in the way it can come to you. All right. We have the snail and huckleberry, trust in the invisible. Of course, more confirmation. You were saying, I can deliver the money to you in so many different ways, but you have to be open to it or else you will not see it. There's a lot of similarities between this deck and deck 2, so if you had trouble picking between the two, there might be messages for you in both, just wanted to say. But you really, the universe is saying, offer this up to me, something that I'm being guided to share with you. This is a kind of concept that is in books like A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson or It's Not Your Money by Tasha Silver. Those are two of my all-time favorite books. In both of those books, they talk in their own ways about offering or surrendering things to the universe, to God, to your higher self, whatever you believe in. The universe is saying that's a practice to start now to help you rewrite your money stories and to help you trust that the money you desire is coming. Is create more trust in the invisible. And to do this for you, it's going to be a daily or multiple times a day offering of your doubts, your desires, everything that you feel like is too big for you to hold. Offer it up to the universe. Say, can you help carry this? Ask the universe to help carry what you desire. Unburden yourself from the rigid stories, the beliefs, the fears, the doubts. Unburden yourself, creating an offering or surrendering practice where you give what you can't carry or what's weighing you down or making you doubt that the money you want is coming. Keep giving that back to the universe. Say, I can't hold this. This, help me transmute this. Help me learn from this. Help you carry this. I don't want to carry it, right? Like, keep offering that doubt back to them. It seems like a very simple thing, but it's such a powerful practice to do. I personally did this when I made a big quantum leap from 2K to 20K months in my business years ago. It was like I was offering all the doubts so frequently to the universe, and just the lightness I felt after doing so, it helped me hold that belief that I could have the 20K months I desired. And then they came so quickly once I started doing that regularly. So that's a practice that's being offered to you here. We also have the duck and chrysanthemum. Again, this is another one I haven't seen in this deck. So this is luck, right? The universe is saying there's no such thing as luck. There's just me. There's just me delivering the things you desire. So the universe is saying, look at the places where you've maybe written things off as being lucky for you instead of being synchronistic or fated or a product of your manifestations. The universe is saying, you create your luck. You've created all the quote unquote lucky things that have happened to you in your life. You have actually created those things, whether consciously or not. So look back on those things, especially when you're rewriting your money stories. Take a moment and also journal, and here's more journaling prompts for you. What are the things that I've considered were like lucky in my life? The things that just like magically worked out for me, that I felt so lucky, they're a coincidence. What are all those things? List them all out. And then look at them and say, how did I create each of these things? Because you did. And when you can start to prove to yourself that you have created these things, when you can start to look at the miracles and the lucky things in your life and say, wow, I created that. I co-created that with the universe. I created it because I was in this energy, or I created it because I was doing this practice each day, or I created it because I really wanted this thing and I was starting to take aligned action. Like, look at what you did actually create or be open to receive that luck that you had, because you created it. And when you start to prove that to yourself, the universe says, you start to realize how you were creating everything in your life. And then, of course, you being able to have the money you desire is just a matter of you creating it. And when you know that, like, there's no doubt anymore in your mind that it's going to come, because you just have to choose to create it. That's a really cool message, deck 3. What else does deck 3 need to hear in order to hold that belief? Student. We have the student card from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. The student is all about, in a way, what's coming through with this card is knowing that she doesn't know it all, right? It also means you've done a lot of studying. You know you have like the raw ingredients that you need to manifest the wealth you desire. You have it already. But also, like, the universe is saying, kind of admit that you don't know everything. Like, you're still a student. You might think you know how the world works, especially with what we were talking about. You might think there's such thing as luck. You're saying there's no such thing as luck. There's just me. There's just you creating your reality with me, right? There's just us. So you might think you know how the world works. You might have those stories of how the world works, but you need to start to maybe say, do I really know all of it? You don't know everything. And I know you don't know everything. But there's a part of you, like your subconscious or your ego, that has almost a chip on its shoulder that's saying, no, I know how the world works. I know how money works. I know how manifestation works. I know I have all these rules. I know how I want it to work. What if you started to say, maybe I don't know? What would that open you up to? Oh, it would open you up to some blessings, some bountiful blessings. So the universe is saying, all right, so the universe is saying you really have to kind of become a student. You're going through this big up level, deck 3. You're going through this big up level, this big initiation into something more, into a new level of awareness, spirituality, consciousness, maybe even physically. You're going through this massive up level, or you're about to, and you need to be, again, there's some of that, like, what was this modest fortitude too. I think this applies here as well. There's a little bit of humbleness that's needed. Now, I actually personally hate the word humble, because I think that's a word that for many of us disempowers us from standing in our power and owning our amazingness, our power, our divinity. But the universe is saying there has to be that level of self-awareness or humbleness that you don't know everything and you don't know how the money can come to you or how it has to come to you or how it even should come to you for your highest good or to really get what you want. So become a student again, like you're going through, it's almost like at every new level we reach in life, right? Every new level we reach, we kind of have to start over in a way. We have to find new things to rewrite, new stories to rewrite. We learn new things. You never really get done with learning and growing and healing and up-leveling and manifesting and desiring more and manifesting more and desiring more and manifesting more. And you're just saying keep understanding that there'll be times when you are the master and times when you are the student. And right now, I feel like you've maybe you're like, I'm the master of things. I know how things work. I'm at the top of my game or my field, or I know how this is going to go. I've learned all there is to learn. And you're a little stuck there. And it's time to shift more into being a student of life, of money, of curiosity, of manifestation. But just be more of a student of just start going, maybe where are areas where I can deepen my knowledge? Where are areas where I maybe don't know all there is to know? And that's going to open up some really beautiful blessings for you, some really, truly beautiful opportunities for abundance. And you're going to be able to see the opportunities and see the potentials for bountiful blessings in your life when you start to open yourself up and go, maybe I don't know it all. Just that shift of just being a student, asking yourself each day, here's like a little reflective question you can just ask in your mind as you're moving through your day. It's how can I be a student today? How can I learn a little bit more? How can I learn something new about my life, about my work, about my money, about how money flows to me, about manifestation, about career? Doing that is going to help you feel more confident in your ability to create what you want because you're going to find information that makes that confidence easier to hold, maybe new modalities and techniques, but you're also just going to start to realize that those old stories that were so restrictive of how money had to come to you or how manifestation works or stories of I can't create what I want in life, you're going to realize that in not knowing a lot, there's a lot of freedom, right? In admitting you don't know everything, that means there's room for yourself to go with the flow. There's room for the universe to deliver things to you that you can't anticipate because you are no longer clinging to that insistence on being right and knowing exactly how it's going to go or how it should go. There's just so much freedom and flexibility. It creates a modest fortitude in yourself because you start to realize that all doubt is just there because you've been too specific, hyper-specific with how things have to play out. And when you can let that go, things can flow so much easier. And you just feel like, I don't doubt because there's infinite possibilities, so I can't doubt something that's infinite, right? All right, last bit of guidance for you, my loves. If I can pull the card out that's calling to me. All right, so we have two last cards for you. We have play. Don't be so serious. So again, kind of going with the flow, releasing that seriousness, releasing that grip on how you think things have to play out or should look. I'm also getting like, let go of the story of how you think things should look right now. Like if you're trying to manifest some money or something specific and you're like, why? It's not here yet, so it's not working because things don't look like I envision them to look on the way to making more money. So clearly I'm not on track. The universe is like, you're on track. Stop making so many rules about how it has to look or what you think it's going to look like along the way. Like, just play, just have fun, not knowing, being a student, going with the flow, and see how you start to create your own luck. And it's just going to open you up to so much happening faster, but also just to you being able to believe that it can happen for you. We lastly also have the ever unfolding roads cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So again, with your expansion, your initiation into this new up level of life, this new consciousness, this new awareness, this new version of you that you're stepping into, this new level of abundance, especially. Like there's this cracked open, right? It's happening for you, not to you. There's that humbleness, that humbling of realizing you don't know it all. But again, this is all part of what your soul came here to learn. This is part of a soul contract for you. This is like all of this that's happening right now. It's happening so that you can learn this lesson of allowing yourself to be an eternal student, to be curious, to be flexible, to be fluid, to release your grasp on how things have to go and release that illusion of control you have around it. This is all happening to help you do that. So as frustrating as it may be, to have to be surrendered, to have to rewrite your stories, to be more flexible and open, to be the student, to say, I don't know, and be empowered in not knowing. As humbling as that can feel, as much as that can make you feel very vulnerable, you're just saying this is all happening for you because from that place, that's where you access infinite potential. That's where you access limitless opportunities. That's where self-doubt and doubt that the money you desire goes away. Because you're like, I can't be sure of anything, so I definitely can't be sure that the money I want isn't coming. Maybe I can't even be sure that it is coming, but I can know that I'm able to create it. I just don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know how much or what it'll look like, but I know I can create it. I create my own luck. I create everything in my life. I just have to let go of how I think it has to look. I have to be a student of what it can look like. Ooh, I like that. Open yourself up to all that possibility. Really beautiful. Deck 3. So that's the reading I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope there were some nuggets of wisdom. I think that there were some journaling prompts that were really good for you in there. Some kind of reflection questions. Yeah, really beautiful. Very different kind of reading here. If you enjoyed this reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below, letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated. I love getting to hear your thoughts on these readings. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck or join the Wealth by membership that I mentioned before to get access to resources, challenges, exclusive card pulls, and community to help you hold the energy and vision of your money manifestations, the links for those are in the description and in the pinned comment below. With all that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and abundance, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 4. You picked the Woodland Warden deck and the Pyrite crystal here. I am so excited to dive into your reading and to bring you the guidance that will help you stop doubting that the money you want will manifest into your life. So this will be all about how you can stop wavering in your belief that the money is coming to you, how you can stay, as Neville Goddard and the Law of Assumption teaches us, in the state of the wish fulfilled, how you can persist in your desire and manifestations for more wealth so you're more of a match for them and not sabotaging them by doubting whether they'll actually happen, that sort of stuff. Now, this ability to hold the vision and belief in what you want to manifest, especially around money, is probably one of the hardest parts of manifesting money for most of us. I know that this is what I have often struggled with in the past for the most part around manifesting money. And honestly, this is why I created the Wealth by membership, because I wanted a space for me and other people to come where we could really be supported in holding the energy and vision of the abundance we desire without getting pulled out of it by, money not showing up when we want or think it should, by the people in our lives or external circumstances. So if after this reading you're like, I want more support in this, I want to have more community and resources for holding the energy of wealth, for feeling and thinking and feeling as if the money is already here before it shows up, then definitely come join me inside the Wealth by membership. I would love to have you there. The link is in the description below for that. That is also the only place where you can get personalized or private readings from me. So like I said, I'll put the link for that below. I will also put the link for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck in the description and pinned comment below. That is the deck that I authored that we will be using later in this reading. And that way, if you want to grab your own copy and do your own readings for wealth and abundance easily, that is what that deck is for. And the link to get your own copy will be in the description below. So as I always say, I'm just excited to dive in. I'm curious to see what guidance comes through for you here, deck 4. It may just be something you need to hear to shift you back into alignment and erase that doubt in your manifestations. It might be more specific guidance like journaling prompts or modalities or things to heal. So I'm really excited for this. We already have some guidance coming through for you here with this deck. We're going to start with, I feel like there's one more card coming up here for you with these cards. Let's see what they say. We have the owl and hop wisdom. So the universe is saying that for you, knowledge is power, which is so interesting because in our last deck, in deck 3, it was almost kind of the opposite. But for you, wisdom is power. So for you, doing a little bit of learning, a little bit of deepening into different modalities for manifestation, learning the mechanics of manifestation a little bit more, or just learning more about different skills that you feel like help you to call in more money, like just, like the things you do in your business or work, deepening in those things, getting some sort of wisdom, doing a little bit of learning is going to help you feel more confident that the money you desire is coming to you. So that's some nice confirmation, just some nice guidance right off the bat. Spend some time learning into the things that interest you, the things that you feel like will help you make money, the skills you already leverage to make money, deepening into those, learning more, manifestation principles if that calls to you. That sort of stuff is going to help you feel much more confident in your ability to call in money. It's going to erase some of that doubt of like, am I capable of doing it? So lean into that. That paired with patience, the bobcat and blackthorn, patience. So there's also this understanding that things don't always pop instantaneously when we're manifesting them. Sometimes there's a lag time. Oftentimes there's a lag time. And this is for our own benefit because, a lot of people always say, like a lot of manifestation teachers are always talking about, you don't want things to manifest the minute you think about them because then you'd have a lot of things that you don't want because we think about things we don't want a lot. But also it happens because oftentimes we refine what we want along the way to getting it. Sometimes we think we want something and then as we start to move closer toward it or see little bits of it appear in our realities or start to explore it and learn more about it, we realize, this isn't what we actually want. So as much as it can be a little infuriating and we can feel impatient and like we're not where we think we should be on our path to manifesting the money we desire, you're saying having a little patience, reminding yourself that everything is working out for you. This is a mantra that the universe is giving that you can use, and it's one we hear a lot. But the universe is saying this one can really serve you right now, which is everything is always working out for me. Everything is happening for my highest good. Using those sorts of mantras when you feel impatient is going to help you remember that things are working out bigger and better than you could ever imagine. The money you want is coming, that or something better. And that this lag in it, this kind of like impatience you feel that it's not happening as quickly, it's a good thing. It's all actually a good thing. It's a good thing that the money isn't showing up right now. And I know that can feel so infuriating to hear, especially when you're like, I really want this money or I really feel like I need it. But I can tell you personally, and I tell you as what I'm channeling, is that sometimes we think we really want the money now, but the fact that we had to wait or go through some strife with it or go about a different way of making it or receiving it, that actually ends up being so much better than we could have imagined and so much more in line with what we thought we wanted than if we had just gotten it as easily and quickly as we had kind of hoped to get it. So the universe is saying embrace some of the in-between time, the lag time between deciding what you want and then the actual manifestation of it. And just having patience and trusting and remembering and reminding yourself that it's all working for you is going to, again, help you not make stories around, oh, it's not here yet, so it must not be coming. Instead, it's, oh, it's coming, and it's coming in the perfect timing because it's all working out for me. And when you can just lean into that and, use that as kind of an affirmation, a guiding light, then it's going to be a little bit easier to trust that it's coming when you can't see how or when it's going to, and you're feeling kind of impatient, right? We have the spider and passion flower, creative ingenuity. So getting a little bit creative with how money can come to you with, again, this goes along with our learning card here, but getting a little creative with opening up the universe, saying open up multiple revenue streams in your life. So if you only have one way that money comes to you right now, the universe is saying it's going to feel a lot easier to trust that the money you want is coming if you have multiple ways that you can imagine it coming to you. And having multiple streams of income. This could look like having multiple jobs, a side gig, opening up a business, opening up a new offer in your business, or it could even just be like, it could be investing and getting some returns on your investments. There's so many ways, and you have to, tune into what's right for you financially. But the universe is saying, open yourself up to having multiple streams of income. Open yourself to opening up more channels that the universe can easily deliver money to you through. The universe can deliver money to you any which way, but oftentimes if we don't see how it could, or we don't believe that there's a way for the money to come in other than this one way, we get too fixated on this one way. We close ourselves off to possibility. So universe is saying it's really going to behoove you to look into or just be open to at least the possibility of creating an extra revenue stream or two in your life. It doesn't have to be big. It could just be like renting out your house when you're out of town for Airbnb, or selling off some old clothes you have online, or, you know, like there's a million things you can do to have different revenue streams or different ways for money to come to you. Tune into what's right for you. But that's going to be really, really helpful for you to believe that the money can be coming, right? The believe that it can come easily and in the amounts you want when it all adds up, right? We have the ladybug and sweet pea, happiness. So the universe is saying prioritize happiness, my love. And this can sound so overly simple, but oftentimes we want the money we want because we think it's going to make us happier when we have it in some way, because we're going to maybe feel more financially secure, so we'll be happier. We're going to be able to quit our jobs, so then we can, we'll feel happier with our time. The universe says that has to come first. That has to come first in order to manifest what you want. If you're manifesting money because you think it's going to make you happy, you have to feel happy first. You have to become that energetic match for it. You have to become the version of you want to be when you have the money you desire in order for your reality to catch up with that version of you. So prioritizing happiness. In doing this, not only does that speed up your manifestation, but it also allows you to trust that it's coming, because you're like, I already feel so good. I'm not waiting for the money to make me feel good. And I know I'm more of an energetic match for it. Like, of course it's coming. Of course. It allows you to be more optimistic, but it also allows you to feel like you're doing enough, if that makes sense. You're doing enough from a manifestation or energetic standpoint. So really prioritizing, again, it sounds so happy, but the universe is saying, doing one little thing a day that just makes you so happy can change everything for you. It can make you more confident that the money's coming in. It can also speed up the money coming. Doing one little thing a day that is truly just for you, the universe is saying, be a little bit selfish with it. Be a little bit selfish. Do something that is truly for you once a day that just makes you so happy. Not that it's not productive necessarily. It doesn't make you money on its face. Like, it's not directly tied to money. Something purely for you, like something that makes you happy. Do playing video games make you happy? Play video games, but do it without the guilt, and just play for like 30 minutes, an hour, and just fully just enjoy getting to do the thing you like to do. Does reading a fiction book make you happy? Read a fiction book for 15 minutes a day, or read a chapter a day. Does a really good cup of tea or a really good drink make you happy? Have one a day. Sit out on your balcony or on your porch or in the coziest spot in your home and drink it and just savor it. Like, find a way to create happiness now so that you can become the match for money and also feel like you're doing enough energetic work to be the match for money from a manifestation standpoint. We often think, I'm not doing enough to manifest. That's how easy manifestation can be. That's all the work that's often required of us. Do that. Drink tea as the version of you who has all the wealth you desire with that level of happiness. Play video games as the version of you who has all the wealth you desire with that level of happiness, right? Like, bring that to as many things as you can, at least one thing a day. And you're going to start to believe the money's coming because you believe you're doing enough. You believe you're being an energetic match because you are. And then the money starts to show up more and more and more. It's just a positive feedback loop. Let's see what else we have. Other guidance for you from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. What does deck 4 need to hear? I feel like there's one more for you in here. 2 more. We have divine surrender. Again, taking time just for yourself, taking time to relax, allowing the universe to bring this to you in different ways. Like, there's just so much allowing here. Allowing yourself to be happy, allowing yourself to have things unfold in the divine timing, allowing yourself to learn more things that empower you to feel like you're capable of making the money you want. Allowing yourself to have different ways to receive money, to open up different income streams in your life. Surrender into allowing. Allow more for yourself. Get the sense you're not allowing a lot. You are just, it's almost like you're expecting the world to change without you changing at all, right? Like you're just kind of like, I just want the money to show up now. And I'll be happy when the money shows up. I won't have to worry about how it comes to me then.
I don't need to learn anymore. I just want it to show up. It's like the universe saying, it's like you go first, and the universe will, the money will follow. But you have to be willing to surrender a little bit, to allow yourself to feel how you want to feel, to allow yourself to create more opportunities through learning, through revenue streams. Allow more for yourself. Allow yourself to become more and to change. And then the universe, money, abundance becomes more as well in reflection. And we have two really interesting cards here. We have Seasons of Wealth and we have the Rogue card. So when I see these two cards especially together, what I'm seeing is that you have either recently been in or are in or about to be in, right? Like you're on the cusp of a season of life that is throwing you for a curveball, especially where your finances are concerned. And so there might be a lot of doubt because maybe you've had some sort of unexpected expense recently, or maybe it feels like there's just this unexpected low month in your business, or you lost your job, or something happened with your money that was just an unexpected hit in it that seemed like it was moving you in the opposite direction from the money you want to manifest. And the universe is saying this is just a season that you're in. This is just a season. And this season will come to a close pretty soon. So this isn't forever. This isn't how your life is going to be. This is just feeling like a lot of reassurance is coming through for you. Where you are right now, or maybe where you have been recently, or what you're kind of entering into with just your finances, it's like you almost feel like you're moving the opposite direction, like I said, of the money you desire. This isn't how it's always going to be. It's just a season. And this is actually happening for you. That's the whole meaning of this Rogue card. And it's again what we were getting with that patience card, right? Of like, this is all happening for you. This is a message that keeps coming through. Wherever you are right now, I just get this guidance that you need to hear this message from the universe, especially around money. That whatever's happening, it's happening for you. It's happening for all of the abundance you desire to be able to pour into your reality. You're making space for what you desire. You're opening yourself up to allow more of what you desire. Sometimes we often think, going from where you are now financially to where you want to be financially, it's just going to be this straight line. Like, I just got to get there. But you've seen those graphics online, right? Of like the little memes that say like success isn't this straight line. It's like looks like this, and it's all these scribbles and loop-de-loops. It's also what it is when we manifest things. It's rarely ever just a straight line. It's often like, feels like we're taking 2 steps back and 1 step forward at times, or, like making these big leaps and then kind of either getting stuck there or backsliding. It's like you go through different cycles, seasons with money, with manifesting things, with life that really are repositioning you, that are teaching you things. So the universe is saying, don't be discouraged. Don't be stuck in feeling like it's not here yet, or I'm not on track, or I've been thrown off track. You're just saying it's like it's all happening for you. You're being repositioned. Again, this is having some surrender to that. Being okay with where you are. I hate saying that phrase when it comes to money, because I understand how crucial money is in our day-to-day lives, in our existence, in our safety and security. But being okay in terms of not making yourself wrong or making a story around this is how it's always going to be. Like, be like, this is where I am right now. This is the season I'm in, the season of wealth that I'm in. Maybe it's not where I want to be. Maybe it feels like it's moving in the opposite direction where I want to be, but I'm not going to tell the story. I'm going to surrender to the lessons that are there for me. I'm going to allow myself to learn the lessons that are being presented to me here. Okay? The universe just wanted to give you that guidance. That it's okay. You're being put into the perfect place to receive what you want and so much more, if you let yourself kind of go with that flow and have some patience through it and choose to still find the happiness in it. Take the aligned actions to learn more, open up new revenue streams. You're going to move through it. You're going to come out stronger and richer. It's just the beautiful guidance coming through for you. Let's see if there's anything else here for you. This card. All right, we have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So, again, there's something that's going on or is about to happen or has recently happened in your life. It's within the last like 3 months is the time span I'm getting of when this stuff might have started or will start. 3 weeks, this is what I'm getting. If there's been some sort of upheaval or unexpected roadblock or thing that happened that feels like it set you back with your wealth, put you in a season that felt like lack, that either maybe started 3 months ago, you're currently in it, or it'll start in the next couple of weeks, next 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 7 weeks is what I'm getting. But again, the universe is like, don't be afraid. You can handle it. This will not break you. This has not broken you. You're being put in the perfect position. Okay. So when we look at mirror, who or what is triggering you? I get the sense it's more of a situation than a person. It might be a situation with a person. I get the sense it's not so much a who. It could be for some of you. But whoever is triggering you, really looking at that and looking at why is it triggering, what lesson, what part of yourself is kind of being brought to the surface to heal so that you can surrender more, so that you can find happiness more. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So again, because it comes up over here with our happiness card, prioritizing doing those little things each day that bring you joy, that make you just purely happy for no logical reason maybe. Those things that they raise your vibration, right? They raise your vibration. So doing those things each day, it's so simple, but how many times do you actually, I challenge you, try this for 21 days. Try just doing one little thing a day that makes you happy for 10, 15 minutes, purely joyful. See how long you last in doing that and how quickly that it's no longer a priority for you. For so many of us, we say, yeah, I'll do these things that make me happy. And then you get 3 days into it and you're like, it's not really working. I'm not going to do it. We don't have the patience, right? The universe is saying you have to be able to commit to that. And when you do that, you're going to trust the money's coming in. It's going to come faster. But you actually have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing. You have to be willing to look at whatever's triggering you and heal it or release it, surrender, let it go. Find that happiness. In doing that, you're going to raise your vibration. You're going to feel better. You're going to easily trust that the money's coming. That doubt, that self-doubt just kind of evaporates. And of course, then you become more that match and the money can come to you faster. So that's really where a lot of the focus is for you so far in this reading. Deck 4. Yeah, let's find some more. See what other guidance we have. Last few cards here. Apophyllite and Elemi. Not seen that before. Cleanse. Lifestyle choices. Detox. Nourishment. Again, the thing that stands out to me is lifestyle choices, right? Again, the prioritizing your happiness. There could be some need to detox or release things that aren't serving you, people, things, habits, making space for some self-care, some nourishment, that sort of stuff. Really what comes up here for me is the lifestyle choices. It's cleanse yourself of the things that prevent you from prioritizing that happiness. Cleanse yourself of the impatience. Cleanse yourself of the things of the one way for money to come in. Cleanse all the things that are not congruent with the wealth you desire to have and with you believing you can have it. Cleansing those things. Again, the way you're going to do this so much is through prioritizing that daily happiness practice. I want at least one more card for you. It's this one right here. Crazy Lace, Agate, and Sunflower. We had this come up in our last deck too. Play. More fun, jokes, and laughter, please. Happiness. More play. It's just, the universe is can I be any clearer? Enjoy yourself. Prioritizing happiness is going to be the key to trusting that the money you want is coming, all right? We have sacred space. Messages are coming through very quickly now. Cultivate your space, inner beauty, self-care. So a little bit more self-care with the nourishment. But really cultivate your space. Create a space where you can play. I'm getting in your home or somewhere you can visit often. Create your happy space. Create your happy space, okay? I'll get one more card for you here. We also have Herkimer Diamond and Snowdrop. resurrection, commitment, purification, devotion. We have this cleanse, this purification, self-care, nourishment, resurrection. Like, it's so much of like this happiness I keep coming back to. We have the joy of sunflowers too, like play. Everything is coming back to just like enjoy yourself. Don't make money the permission slip that you need to feel happy. You won't feel happy when the money shows up if you don't learn how to be happy now. So, it's really like, if that's the biggest thing for you. Such a simple and clear message that comes up in almost every card we pull now, which is like, each day do something that makes you happy. Life's too short, my loves. Life is too short to go through it without playing, without enjoying yourself, waiting for something else like money to make you happy. It's too short. It's too short to do that. Nothing's guaranteed. So start playing now. Start enjoying your life just a little bit each day. You are so deserving of that. And when you truly realize that and start doing that, you become that energetic match for money, but you also realize you are deserving to not live with the self-doubt and the doubt of whether what you want will come. You are worthy of living in your own inner world that says, I get to have whatever I want. And of course I can create whatever I want. Because you realize how self-doubt is such a disservice to yourself. And when you are committed to yourself, to your happiness, that doubt, it gets easier and easier to release. It gets easier and easier to let go of. So, we had some practical guidance, we had some more spiritual guidance, just more kind of nebulous guidance for you. I hope these were some of the messages, especially here around the rogue, around unexpected things with money. I hope that serves you well. If you enjoyed this reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know what you took from it, how it resonated. I love getting to hear your thoughts on these readings. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money. If you want to grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which we've covered up here, but you can absolutely do that at the link in the description below. Or if you want to join the Wealth Vibe membership to get access to resources, challenges, exclusive card pulls, and community to help you hold the energy and vision of your money manifestations before they arrive, the links for the Wealth Vibe membership is in the description and pinned comment below as well. With all of that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and happiness, most of all for you, Deck 4. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.